Welcome to Haiku Canada's Teachable Moments podcast. My name's Vera Constantineau, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to 6 short podcast episodes. Teachable Moments are intended to be an introduction to haiku with what I believe will be easy to follow ideas. These ideas and opinions are my own, and they're my approach to writing haiku and may not work for everyone. Hi, it's Vera. Today I'm going to talk about how to introduce emotion into your haiku. We all live our lives in this big, beautiful world, again, my opinion only, and we are touched 100 times a day by others. Not physically, but through our interactions. As poets, I have been asking you to tap into your senses. This time I'm asking you to tap into your feelings. I know this is not comfy for some, but for me it has been something of a journey of self-discovery. Since I am using my life as an example, I can tell you that I had a huge family. Had is the operative word there. These days, it is down to my sister and I left to live in this world, and we do live in this world, drawing in our nieces and nephews and cousins to fill up our hearts. The bottom line is, like many others, I have experienced grief. But in dealing with my family, the lost ones, I also experienced joy and laughter, and I have memories of all of that. To focus on one aspect is to ignore the others. In life, I have run the gamut. Been happy, sad, angry, embarrassed. Pick an emoji from the internet, and I bet I've been there and can write the haiku. Family reunion. At the center of the crowd. The black sheep. I am always happy on the first warm day of spring. I'm always the opposite on the first day of winter, especially if there has been snow or an extreme wind chill. Think of the rise of a kite on the wind. Think of a red balloon heading into the upper atmosphere. That could be one joyful thing or tear-inducing. Are you releasing something with a note tied to the balloon? Or are you watching a child lose their new balloon? Allow yourself to experience the emotion induced by a moment in nature. The wonder of a forest, the absolute majesty of a sunset or sunrise. Think of the breadth of the ocean and the poems written by Jack Kerouac in relation to his place in the world as he stood near the waves in his book of haikus. When you are reading journals, look beneath the obvious. Seek out the poet's meaning in the words chosen. A rain cloud may not be just a rain cloud. A sunrise may represent a hope in the arrival of a new day. A sunset may be the peace of an ending or the grief of an ending. It's also rich. The world is offering you blossoms, snowdrifts, leaves turning color, sunshade, umbrellas, a new home. Each of these single things has an upside and a downside. Blossoms are beautiful and represent spring, but then they will fall, representing an ending. Snowdrifts will imply a wind and a bad traveling day that can stop you from going somewhere you were really looking forward to going. But also, a snowdrift is a source of great imagination and inspiration. Didn't you dig out one as a child? I know I did. Think of the biggest drift you've ever seen in your life. Imagine that. Leaves changing color mark the change of summer to fall, but also in falling leaves. Fall changes to winter. How many of these things have made you feel something? Something you can put your finger on. Distant wind sways the tallest trees. Preparations start. Now, what did they start with? A celebration? A celebration of life? A celebration of a wedding? A celebration of a birth? This is what opens your haiku up to many, many meanings and interpretations. Baby blue sky, a blanket we lie beneath. Now, are we lying on a baby blue blanket beneath the sky, or are we lying to each other beneath that blue sky? Interesting. It's interesting that one little poem with so few syllables and so little words can mean so much. Cherry blossoms. Last year's visit. The last. Thanks for now. Next podcast, I'm going to talk about the journals that are available for all of us to submit our work to. And I hope you get something from these podcasts that will encourage you to submit. This has been a teachable moment. Thanks for listening. I hope you found this time helpful. If you would like to find out more about haiku and Haiku Canada, you can visit the Haiku Canada website, www.haikucanada.org, where you will find a PDF of this and every podcast script. I'm Vera. Bye for now.